Welcome back. This morning, we have new information following our report last Saturday from inside the Secret Service office investigating coronavirus-related scams. On Friday, Attorney General William Barr urged the public to report these suspected criminals. The Attorney General had already told U.S. attorneys to prioritize these scams, and now the Justice Department is recommending each office establish a coronavirus fraud coordinator. Joining us once again is CBS News senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge. Catherine, good morning.
Well, good morning, Dana. What we know since last week is through a senior FBI official who told us here in Washington that they have seen a significant spike in COVID-19 cyber scams across the nation. And what the Bureau anticipates is that these criminals, Dana, will zero in on the states with the highest rates of infection: Washington, New York, and California. And we also saw new evidence this week that the criminals are tracking the headlines. The FBI revealed to our investigative team that they're seeing new scams involving government relief checks, as well as scams that are targeting individuals who are working from home.
And the maddening part about this, Catherine, is that the most vulnerable population to coronavirus are the ones who are being targeted by this. So they're getting hit both ways here. What is the government doing right now to stop it?
Well, one of the things that we're seeing are increased warnings from the federal government. We had some new images that were released this week by Homeland Security to show how they are interdicting what they believe to be counterfeit test kits that are coming into the United States. These test kits were intercepted at LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, and then they were handed over to the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, for review. And then late last night, Jeff, the FDA put out what amounts to a national alert telling people that they are seeing these unauthorized test kits, and they want the bottom line to be for folks at home that they haven't cleared anything, so no green light from the FDA for anyone to sell these kits to folks to use for testing at home.
Catherine, do we have any idea of how successful the scammers have been so far?
Well, we couldn't get a dollar figure, Dana, from the FBI or the Secret Service about the extent of the scams, but I can tell you from 2 decades of reporting in this national security space that when you have the Attorney General of the United States coming out publicly and urging folks at home to report these scams, and then mandating that U.S. attorneys make it the highest priority to prosecute these crimes, and then you have, through our reporting here at CBS News, the Secret Service and the FBI so forward-leaning, that tells me that we have a significant amount of scam activity inside the United States that's really hijacked this theme of COVID-19.
Catherine, what should people be doing right now to help protect themselves?
Well, Jeff, it can be really overwhelming for folks, but I think there are a number of things that you can do that are pretty simple. Number one, if you get something that is unsolicited, whether it's a text message or an email or a phone call with a COVID-19 theme, that is an automatic red flag. Number two, if you get these messages and there's a sense of urgency, sort of a demand to act immediately and to provide money up front, either a deposit or a full payment, that's another red flag. And the third thing is that you can do your own reporting. You can be your own investigator. If someone calls you at home, take their name, ask for their phone number. Sometimes that's simply enough to stop them in their tracks. And if you get that name and phone number, go on the web, look up the organization, give them a call, ask them if this person is working for them. And if you get an email in your inbox that looks like it might be official, offering you advice about COVID-19, just take a careful look at the address, because these scammers have addresses that look real, but it's usually off by at least one letter or one numeral.
All right, Catherine, thanks very much. And anybody doing this, not that they're going to listen, but knock it off. Yeah. It is sickening at this time.